Welcome to another episode on my walking robot Mirft2 based on the fischertechnik TXT controller running embedded Linux. Last time I tried to synchronize, equalize, whatever, the programs that I had written in Python on both firmwares, the default and the community version, to see what the differences were, and it turned out that there were some differences. What I want to start with now is a close inspection of the whole frame of the whole robot, material wise, because it turned out that the rattling of the gears were caused by some mishaps in the frame. And if I look closely right now, then I see that here everything is alright except here. Here it is a bit shifted. Here on this side more or less the same. So what I want to do now is to shift it back and to try shifting in this little part and see if I can solve this more or less permanently. See, and this is not going any further, so I have to shift a little bit further. And alright, now it is in between these two parts. Let me show it a little bit in the light. These two parts, and that means that should I do it the same here, or will this be enough? And I think I will just do it the same. It's not easy. Oops. Alright. So I hope that this disables the shifting and that the gear rattling is over. Then the rubber foot problem still persists, and someone mentioned glue, but I am very hesitant to use glue. It is a bit permanent, and if you have to remove it, it is damaging as well. Then despite the turning and the tossing, the power is still on, running on battery, so that is good. Which leads me to another thing. So far, on this construction point, location, whatever, I have been using this tablet, using Android, and I can enter, and everything I do on this tablet now I am doing straight away on the controller. So that is one thing. However, I also in the past used this card to connect to a controller when I used an old laptop without Wi-Fi. I want to do the following. Insert this one in this slightly newer laptop and see if this card is fine to connect to the controller, since the present Wi-Fi does see it but can't connect to it. So that is for now next thing I want to do, or try anyway. So I realized that this recording part is not full HD in any way, but I am trying anyway to insert that PC card, Wi-Fi PC card, into the laptop. It gets activated and you are now connected to the Wi-Fi network. Wow, that is very nice. That is very nice indeed. So the question is now, see, this is my own network, which is not correct as well, but I'm not using this anyway. But this I am using. So what I can do now is say SSH ROBOPro add, and now I have to take care because this is the IP address on this side and I need to connect to the other side, which is 2. And then on the controller, on the TXT controller, I will get that question again, do you want to connect? The thing is also that what will happen in known hosts. And it won't. So right now I can fill in the password. And I'm on it, but to my surprise, it just allows it. Oh, right, because that is the firmware side that gives the problem. So I have still to see if the firmware side gives the same problem. The community side, yes, because the default side doesn't give the problem, but enables me to log in. Right. So now I am on both the tablet as well as the laptop logged in. Oh, that is very nice. Let's see if that persists. Yes. So what can I do now? Well, I can now much easier, unfortunately I can't show the robot doing anything, but I can show the let me enlarge the screen like this, much nicer, although it may be better to open another window in case I have to abort stuff. So this is going here, and with this you can see it is absolutely not full HD, far from it. I think the resolution is 1024 times 9 or times 6 something or 9 something, I don't know. So now I'm in. I'm going to run one of those programs. Let's say this one, which is originally on the on this laptop. So I can enter Ctrl+C here much quicker Oh, this is VI. Hold on. I need to run it. Right. Lamp is burning. And when I let it go, I'm not holding it now. And you see it just does it. Now I'm lifting it. And it runs. Now I let it go. And now I'm going towards the camera again, so you can see whatever happens. And so back to recording. The program is still running, as you can see, and the robot is standing still. I lift it and it just does what it should do. So the question is, will it ever work normally? And I think, and take a look at the middle leg as well. Let me adjust the camera angle a bit. It is merely touching it. No, that's not entirely true. But what does happen, and that is nice to realize, it is not walking forward. This way it touches and it scratches backwards. So if it does it like that, now what does the other way? Exactly the same. So this is a most interesting sight and conclusion. I have to change the way the middle leg behaves. And in another way also this one is sliding out as well. But now I look at it, they are all walking backwards. I have to turn around the direction of the gears. And let me now stop it. I have to change the software. Wow. That is a big conclusion. I have to really actually change the way it works. And doing that is fairly easy. And this is pin 2. Let me run the other one. Will be no different. Yeah, exactly the same. Needless to say. So I can stop it. And now I can also see that this needs really a change. This one as well, and the other side as well, because if you look at this, it's getting off. So what I really need to do if I want to keep this nicely, I have to turn this 90 degrees. Is that 90 degrees? Yes, because this is 180. 90 degrees, or the other way around, whatever. And then see fit to change this. Because for that reason I already put this leg in that way. And I thought doing it like this was safe, but since the force is the other way, I could maybe do it this way, but it's better to do it this way, because it can't go here or there. So I need reconstruction, and I didn't expect to do that. Analytics do a lot. So I need to reconstruct. As you can see, I am at the oscilloscope location, and I just noticed that contrary to other situations, I have to adapt the SSH known host file, which I just did. So this is one, and I will log in here as well. Alright. Now, since I noticed that I have to reverse the direction, I will have to edit both files, and let me see how I have to do that. And I will have to do that with reversing, no, not reversing, negating the speed. So I have to insert a minus here. Oops. Is this the only place that I have to do it? Well, set speed lamp has no implication. So it looks like that this is the only place that it is necessary to do. Alright, now I have another one to do. And these are not very large programs, so I don't have to look for it. And I think this is it for this one as well. Very good. And now I can check if it is actually doing what it is supposed to do. Although, as you can see on the camera, there are no rubber feet anymore, and this surface is rather slippery, or well, not giving any friction. So I wonder how that happens. And what I also wonder, given earlier results with pulse modulation, how are the signals? So, oh, by the way, I have to do this another time on the other firmware. So, right now, let's see how this ends up. I'm very curious about it. So let's start. Let's first do this one, and I will have to aid it. Well, anyway, now it actually walks forward. So that is very good. What I don't like is this. So maybe I have to adjust the yeah, that's not showing anything. Alright, let me run the other one. Yeah, same result. It walks in the correct direction now, but there's no sign of pulse modulation. Here the counts come back, so that is good, and it works, so that is good too. But in any other way, no, I have my doubts. So now it is time to actually change the code on the other firmware. So I have to exit here and reboot. And yes, then I had to acknowledge the SSH connection. And I have to log in. Public key denied. Ah, yeah, right. I am forgetting something essential. Username. This is working. So I'm doing the same here. Right. Now first thing to do is changing the speed, and now I realize that probably it will not work, because since recently on the computer firmware it doesn't do anything anymore, but we'll see about this. Anyway, first this one, and lamp set speed I don't care about. This one I do care about. Right. There's no other motor set speed involved, I think, I hope. No. So the other one, lamp set speed I don't care. This one I do. Okay, so now is the very big question: what will happen? Absolutely nothing. Alright. And the other one, I'm afraid exactly the same. Yes. exactly the same. So I really need to dive into this. Why is this happening? Unfortunately, I really can't answer that right now. But this is really annoying. And the point is that I just copied everything. There is nothing else what is doing it. What I can do, of course, is checking with ROBOPro, but before that I have to disconnect. So let me do that. Disconnect here. Then alright, this is good. Yeah, TXT controller, wireless, that's good. And see, that's the point. This is the current address. So why is it able to connect? TXT controller is correct. This is correct. This is correct as well. This is strange. This used to work. No doubt about it. And if I look here, it is the correct address. So why is this happening? Another oops, I'm afraid. Alright, that leads me to the final part of what I wanted to do. And that is a piece of wiring. Piece of wiring is because of this. If you look to, if you're watching my other videos, you're familiar with this view. Electronic wiring with components, etc. Components. And there's something odd to this. I have the front switches. Let me show you. These switches, which are basically similar to this one, but they're on the front. And this one I have connected to I1, where it is supposed to be. The front sensors, however, I connected to the counter inputs. Why did I do that? Well, basically, when I started with this video, with this model, I doubted if they were working correctly, because I got very odd readings. So I decided to connect these to the counter inputs instead of to the digital inputs where they actually belong. So what I want to do is to actually do two things: leave them here, but also connect them here. So that actually implies from here and then say here, and then this one goes. Same thing, let me save. Same thing here. So then they are connected to two inputs, and I will be very curious, I am very curious, what the result will be. Because they are counters, but as you could see with the oscilloscope, they are now reversed. Is that because the signal is reversed, or is that because of a difference between counter and digital input? I have no idea yet. So that is a question. And right now it doesn't show anything because there's nothing running, but that will be connected to these two. And I think that is a nice one for to start with next time. So for now, thank you for watching. If you like this entire video, please subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so. Also, like the video, give it a thumbs up. Follow me on Twitter, retweet and like. Follow me on Instagram and like. And if you have no account on either, just visit my website. There I have my blog with direct links to all videos. I mostly forget to mention that. Also, please donate to keep the videos coming your way. Also for donations, please visit my website and see for a link to the donations page. It's tax related. And this is going to be continued, obviously. So for now, bye bye.